Hello angels, welcome back to my channel. I am doing a voiceover just because I'm cleaning makeup brushes, so I didn't think that you guys really needed to see my face, but here it is in case you don't know who I am, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. So the first thing that I do is fill up a pot of water because my microwave is broken. Put it on high and I let it get pretty warm right before it boils. And you probably shouldn't, test it by touching it with your finger, which is what I'm doing. I make sure that the water gets pretty hot, not too hot, not boiling or anything like that, because I think it can break the seal of the brushes. And then the ingredients I use are typically some canola oil, but all I had is olive oil today. Then I use distilled white vinegar, dish soap. And if you're using these brushes on other people, you should use antibacterial, and then an antibacterial bar soap, and a spoon to mix it all. Add your soap, and then go ahead and add your vinegar, and then add your oil. I use about a half of the top of the cup for the oil and the vinegar. Put it into each jar, mix it all up. And as you guys will see, I found that the water needed a little bit more soap. I felt like it was kind of too watery, and I want to make sure the brushes get really clean. So after I stirred everything together, I added some more soap and then stirred it again, and then we went ahead and started adding the brushes. So I always start with putting the big ones in first, and I start mixing it around a little bit just to get the bristles wet because they're very thick, and I just kind of put all the big ones in one container, and then I kind of just add my eyeshadow brushes and whatever else I'm using on my face or for my eyes according to the size of the jar. And stack them in there, shake them up a little bit. I wanted to point out that I watched a video on how to wash brushes a long time ago. Can't remember who the video belonged to. If you guys know what I'm talking about, please let me know in the comments and I'll add it to my description. But the reason that you use the oil is to condition the bristles of the brush, and you use soap to clean it. The distilled vinegar, I believe she said it breaks apart the oils and just kind of helps the solution in just cleaning it and wiping it away. That's all I know. Hopefully this helps, guys. I set an alarm for about 15 minutes, if I can remember to do that. So 15 minutes. Let them soak and then come back. Now it's time to rinse them, but not yet. You're gonna use your bar soap. So this is antibacterial, which is great because a lot of people have a lot of bacteria in their brushes and that makes you break out. So put the water on hot, and I start with the brushes that I put in first just because I don't want them soaking for too long. And I'm gonna rinse them and then swirl them around on the soap bar. Make sure that you get a lot of soap in the bristles, and then rinse it out. It's terrible to have too much oil in the bristles. It's meant to condition them, but it's not meant to make them oily because that will break apart your makeup. It's happened to me, so make sure, even if you have to do what I'm doing, which is soap it, rinse it literally 3 times, do that because it's worth not having too much oil in the bristles. And I just use my palm. And then as you're squeezing out the water, just do it really gently by squeezing the bristles together. Don't pull on them. And you really shouldn't dry them on a towel very rough because you want them to last. And then I don't know if you guys remember how dirty that one was. That's my bronzer brush, so that gets real dirty. Very clean now, as you guys will see in a second when I show you. So rinse it, take as many times as you need to. Squeeze out the bristles, and then voila. I thought that the lighting was bad, but actually turns out the lighting was better the other way, so sorry about that. And this was my blush brush at the time, so this was really pink, and now it's really clean. And I just wanted to show you guys that is basically what works for me. I feel like it gets almost every bit of the product out. So, yeah. I put the faucet down a little bit just because I feel like I hate wasting water. That's just a personal thing. So do the same thing to all of your eyeshadow brushes, making sure that you're squeezing the top, not pulling out the bristles because your brushes will eventually get weak. And then I lay it flat on a towel. Now, this one is one that has a lot of concealer in it, and I wanted to show you guys what it looks like if you have a lot of concealer or foundation dried into the bristles. This is a flat, synthetic brush, and it holds a lot of product. So as you can see, this takes me a few different times, and I still have concealer on my hand. eventually it all comes out and it's clean. And you can do cut creases or whatever your heart desires. And now this is the worst one. I don't know about you guys if you've ever cleaned your eyebrow brushes, but my eyebrow pomade gets so caked in there, it's not even funny. So it takes me so many times to get it out. I literally have to dig soap up on it like it's like a knife. But it comes out, and then just pour everything out, clean your area up. Make sure that you're washing those glasses. If you drink out of them, wash them really well. And yeah, so this is what they look like. This is the end of the video. I lay them flat, and typically the next day, if I give them a full night's rest, I wake up and they're dry and they're wonderful and they're ready to use. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I love you, angels. Make sure you're subscribed and have my post notifications turned on, and I will see you in my next video. God bless.